Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. During Cleveland Police Week, the annual badge case ceremony was held at the Justice Center to honor those who have fallen in the line of duty. Patrol Officer Aaron Reese was the guest speaker and shared stories about the late Officer Vu Nguyen's, who was his friend and patrol partner.
Vu nailed family first. He really did. And I work with guys now who miss their kids' first track meets, miss football games, miss baseball games, miss all kinds of family activities. But that wasn't Vu. He would do whatever he had to do to make gymnastics meets or to go to a Father Day at school. He really looked forward to waking up in the morning and having a conversation over breakfast with his daughter. And looking at his life, and he's just was such a good example for me. And I believed it then, but since last July, I've really had an opportunity to reflect and see he was such a positive example for me.
Deputy Chief Joellen O'Neill spoke on behalf of Cleveland Police Chief Calvin Williams with a poignant speech about survivors.
Survivor, such a powerful word. What does it mean to be a survivor? What does it mean when someone you love dies suddenly and inexplicably? The search for meaning is often painful and futile. We can only hope that remembrance events such as this one can offer some meaning to their tragic loss and solace to their broken hearts.
To watch the 2019 badge case ceremony in its entirety, stay tuned to TV20. Check our schedule for times. After the conclusion of the mock trial competition, all the teams gathered in the jury room to learn who would be taking home the awards. CMSD CEO Eric Gordon congratulated all the teams for their hard work in the competition.
These are the kinds of things that I want our students doing. These are what we call demonstrations of learning, where you have real tasks with real audiences, real judges who heard your cases. And so we're trying to do more and more of this, and you're modeling exactly why. Because all I've heard is how greatly prepared you were, how well you've done, and that's what I know you can do every day. So I'm really proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves.
Some of the big winners from the competition included sisters Ronee and Sabrina Brooks from the New Tech Collinwood High School. Sabrina won for Best Witness and also received a summer internship with the municipal courts.
I feel like the internship is going to be like something really fun because I already have several things lined up for the summer between other summer internships and a summer camp at a college I want to get into. But this feels like another challenge to take on.
The end of the ceremony brought the most anticipated announcement for which school won the 2019 mock trial competition.
The award goes to John Hay Early College.
Congrats to Cleveland Early College High School at John Hay on the big win. Marsha Parker, teacher coordinator for the mock trial team, is extremely proud because of the hard work everyone put in for the win.
I mean, they come after school, they read the case, they study the parts, they do a lot of writing, they prepare their notes, highlighting things, they do a lot of practicing at home and even on their own time with each other at school. And then after school, we have practice as well, 2 times a week. We started out with 1 time a week, and then as we got closer, we would practice for 2 times a week.
This is the last competition for early college senior Miracle Harris, and she said she wanted this day to be special. Now she's still trying to process the win.
It's short-circuited like it's doing right now. I was so surprised and happy. It's my last year and I wanted to make it special, and it is special. So.
The Cleveland Department of Aging welcomes senior citizens to the Collinwood Resource and Recreation Center for a hands-on experience with bicycles. Before they could try out the bikes, they attended a bicycle safety seminar from Bike Cleveland's Deltrice Daniels.
When you're riding your bike in the street, follow all laws. That means traffic signs, stop signs, yielding to pedestrians. That's a big thing because you don't want to hit a person walking with your bike. You'll hurt both of yourselves, and it's just not good. So, and also, I have a question to ask, because I was getting conflicting information. When you're riding your bike in the street, which way should you go?
With the traffic.
Ding, 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 you are correct, with the traffic.
Daniel's seminar covered everything from proper bike riding clothing to checking your brakes and proper tire inflation. After that, it was time to go outside and ride. As the seniors were trying out the different bikes available, Daniels reminded them that anyone can ride a bike, no matter what your age may be.
Yes, everyone can bicycle. No one should really be afraid to bicycle, especially if you have the different types of bikes that will get you out there. We have types of bikes today, such as step-through frame, a recumbent bike, an e-bike, just different types that you can try. Not your typical roadie type bike that does scare people.
A lot of the seniors at this event haven't ridden a bicycle since they were kids. For those, getting back on it was just like, well, riding a bicycle. Brenda Hussein Bey tried out a recumbent bike for the first time ever and really enjoyed the experience.
Because it felt good. I just felt good. It felt fun more than anything, but I just felt good doing it. So I definitely will, but I'm going to be spoiled because I'm going to want this experience opposed to the regular bike experience. I mean, when you have a wide trunk, this works. I mean, it's just cool. I enjoyed it. I did. It was a good experience. Thanks.
What I like about the one that you can sit down is I feel like, well, this is just me. I feel like you're sitting on the couch at home watching TV or whatnot, but you are actually sitting on a bike outside, and that is the most beautiful feeling in the world.
For more information on Bike Cleveland, visit bikecleveland.org. Cycle enthusiasts came together for the 13th annual Stockyard Bike-a-thon at Clark Elementary School. But before they could hit the road, they got some much-needed repairs. The free event helped residents get up to $50 worth of freshening up, thanks to volunteers with the Ohio City Bicycle Co-op.
Wouldn't call it a tune-up. We make safe to ride as many bikes as we can. And usually we'll get about 30 done. I think our record was 40 in 3 hours one time with all the guys you see here. We do a lot of bike education. It's safe riding education, but I like the mechanical part. It's easy. When you're done, you know. Teaching kids how to ride safe. You can tell them everything you think they need to know.
I'm a cyclist myself. Yeah, I think it's fun to teach young kids too how to be good mechanics, good cyclists, safe cyclists.
While the kids had fun learning and riding, parents were happy with the chance to have the bikes fixed free of charge.
I think this is amazing. This is great for the kids, for the neighborhood.
The families then hit the streets with their updated rides at the 13th annual Stockyard Bike-a-thon. The free neighborhood event was more than just a reason to get out and ride, says Captain Keith Sulzer of the Cleveland Division of Police.
Biking is obviously a healthy activity for the kids. With video games, we don't get our kids out as much as we should. So we want to get the kids out on the street, the interaction with the officers in a positive manner. We're going to have a dance and dancing contests and hula hoop contests, and we have 20 bikes to give away. So to me, it's a win-win for the kids and for the city to have an event like this.
For more information, contact the Metro West Community Development Office at 216-961-9073, extension 205. We'll be right back with more TV20 News.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Welcome back to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. For the second year in a row, College Now has hosted their annual signing day at East Tech High School. The school has been seeing a rise in graduation rates, with more students wanting to continue their education after high school.
I'm so excited about today. Today is our college signing day. We are celebrating seniors who are going to go off into some form of post-secondary education, whether that's 2 or 4 year colleges and universities. a trade, an apprenticeship, and or a career. So we are at home stretch and the kids are leaving. So it's bittersweet.
Unfortunately, this community in the past has had a very high a very high dropout rate. But within the last 3 to 4 years, we've actually elevated that graduation rate. And now our focus is to make sure that our students matriculate to college. So I'm very proud of it.
I'm very honored to be featured by College Now for signing day because it makes me feel like I've accomplished what I needed to, which I have, and all my other peers, I'm excited and glad to see them featured.
It feels good because it's like we all accomplished something, and that's about to graduate and go on to the next step in our life. The school I'm going to is Hiram College, and the major I will be pursuing is sports management.
With the continuous growth of the College Signing Day at East Tech, Michelle Obama's Reach Higher initiative got involved, and they agreed to highlight one of East Tech's top students.
So Michelle Obama actually sponsored our event this year, which we're super excited about. They donated laptops to us, and they also did a special write-up on one of our students, Brooke King, who will be attending Baldwin Wallace in the fall.
I'm very honored to be featured by her as well because she's done so much for the community, her and Barack Obama, and I feel like it's very sincere of her. Very sincere to send her message of congratulations to the seniors of East Tech. I plan on doing a dual enrollment with Tri-C and Baldwin Wallace. I plan to get an associate's degree in computer science and general engineering, then finish at Baldwin Wallace with a bachelor's degree.
This year, College Now has included the Say Yes Cleveland initiative and opened the event up to the entire community for support.
So last year, as you know, we had about 40 to 45 people here. This year we grew that to 140 people. So it's exciting.
So basically we're hoping that first of all, they'll have the stick-to-itness. I mean, we know making that transition from high school to college is very difficult academically, so we hope that they'll have that stick-to-itness. In addition to that, the supports from us. They know that they can come back and we will assist them with anything that they need, either academically or educationally, because we've all been there. And we just hope that the 4 years or the 2 years that they're going, they'll be successful and graduate and then come back here and assist us.
Cleveland State University recently hosted a conference reassessing the needs of Black elders. We sent TV20 reporter Dan Monroe to the conference to learn more.
The 2019 Anna V. Brown Community Forum and Conference was held at the McGregor Place in East Cleveland. Before we learn more about the conference, it's important to learn more about Anna V. Brown and the impact she had on senior citizens in Cleveland. For that, I spoke with Department of Aging Director Mary McNamara.
She was appointed by Mayor Stokes as the director of the newly formed Commission on Aging, and that was in 1971. She then held that position for a decade, and Mayor Voinovich upgraded it to a Department of Aging in 1981.
The audience for the conference was made up of social workers, caretakers, seniors, and family members. After a decade-long hiatus, the conference came back to a packed room. Conference coordinator Dr. Victoria Winbush says the conference first got its start in 1987.
We wanted to really sort of bring some energy to it, so it really is about connecting and creating and really being inspired by one another, and at the same time looking at information that helps us to gauge, have we made any progress? How much have we made? We know we still have more work to do, so we need to do that together. We need to do that as a community, committed to the needs of all elders.
The keynote speech was given by Dr. Ann W. Wynn. Dr. Wynn spoke about reassessing the needs of Black elders.
Yes, so right now, the majority of older adults are white, with about 75% of the older population being white, and very little individuals from racially and ethnic diverse backgrounds. However, it's projected by 2050 we'll see a decrease in older whites and an increase in African Americans, Asians. We'll see Asians increase by twofold, and Latinos with the greatest increase, close to threefold increase of older Latinos.
If you missed this year's conference, don't worry. TV20 will be showing the opening of the conference along with Dr. Nguyen's keynote speech in its entirety. At the 2019 Anna V. Brown Community Forum and Conference, for TV20, I'm Dan Monroe.
It was a day to honor our senior citizens. Nearly 2,000 people filled Cleveland Public Hall to take part in the city's 30th annual Senior Day celebration. Department of Aging Director Mary McNamara spoke about this special milestone.
30th year, so I wish, I'm sure there are people that were here today that have been here from the beginning, but we also met people who had never been to Senior Day before, and they walk in and they see 2,000 people celebrating older adults and the accomplishments, and it's not just the 17 seniors on stage, it's really, we're celebrating all of Cleveland seniors and what they're doing in their neighborhood.
Before the festivities ended, Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson welcomed everyone to the event.
All of what is good about Cleveland is because of you and the things that you've done in your life and your commitment to this city.
Though today was a day to celebrate all senior citizens, some were selected from each ward to walk across the stage with their council person to accept their certificate.
One from each ward. I mean, we had a boxing champion who runs still a boxing center where he coaches young kids. We had people who are their neighborhood block club leaders. We had a pastor. We had a woman who fences for a fun activity, but she is so dynamic in her neighborhood in Ward 2, working on something called the First Street Coalition. So it's really one of the highlights of my job is being able to interview them and then meet them personally.
After the ceremony, it was time to party. Entertainment was provided by line dancing groups from several of Cleveland's resource and recreation centers.
So we had 9 dance groups this year. 2 new ones, the Hispanic Senior Center and the St. Clair Place, which was largely an Asian community that provided cultural dance. So we welcome more dance groups. We've got many of the Cleveland Recreation Centers use line dancing as a way to provide exercise opportunities for older adults. Also have Murtis Taylor and the Fatima Family Center. So it is a highlight. We always say it's entertainment by seniors for seniors on Senior Day.
If you couldn't be at this year's Senior Day, no worries, TV20 has you covered. We will be showing Senior Day in its entirety only here on TV20. Check our schedule for times, and of course, subscribe to our TV20 Cleveland YouTube channel. That's all for your TV20 news. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Longbreak. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.